Welcome to On the Way to School, your 6-minute daily boost for educators and administrators. I'm Christopher S. Dennis, and today, let's elevate our journey together. Hello there. That was intense. Good morning. I hope you are caffeinated, ready to go on the way to work this morning. You know, on a Thursday morning here in Los Angeles, we've had 2 earthquakes in the last week, and it's just feeling like Cali at this point. That's what happens. Okay. Yesterday we talked about budgets and helping a budget out because it's a very important feature of the work to be done. I think stacking that with responsibilities of leadership would be a good place to stay for a minute. As leaders, we have decisions we need to make, personnel decisions. We have to figure out how to reward the right people. We have to figure out how to help people address performance issues or challenges. And sometimes we allow the information from external parties or different data points to inform our decision making. And sometimes we're not settled in that. So what do I mean? Well, if there is a personnel matter that you have to address, be it, somebody is just not maintaining the high quality of work or productivity, you may actually give somebody plenty of chances because you don't necessarily want to deal with conflict. And that's not uncommon. However, if people continue to bring these things to your attention, now as a leader, you have to figure out what you're going to do. Okay. So one thing that I would encourage you to do is to go get new information. Is there something out there that can help you change your perspective so that you can ask better questions when you have to kind of have the conversation with this person? Because if you start the meeting with a bunch of derogatory or deficit focused comments on their performance, how do you think they want to respond to you, right? If you start off by telling me all the things I'm not doing and you haven't been able to recognize a thing that I've been doing well, then your perception of me is one-sided. So I would say go get new information, change your perspective so that you can have a well-rounded conversation, or at least have a holistic view of the issues that you need to address. Okay. Go get new information, change your perspective. The other piece is if you've been, as they say, hemming and hawing over a decision that you need to make or taking action, you need to set the timer of how much time you need to get to the decision-making point. Okay. You've got to do something. Thinking about it is not going to be the action in itself. You have to set the timer. Like in 7 days, I will schedule the meeting, ... Or I'm going to schedule the meeting now for 7 days out and let them know we need to have a conversation. It reminds me of an analogy that my wife shared with me about, it was a dog on a porch and somebody came to visit the home and they said, "Hey, your dog is laying on that old rusty nail. Like, do you want to help him, or here, let me help your dog?" And the owner says, No. If it hurts bad enough, they'll get up on their own. And as a leader, you can delay making a decision for quite a while until you have to move because it hurts bad enough. Don't wait that long. Okay. It's a nail. You're laying on it. Probably should just get up. You know it hurts. Don't endure. Okay. Set the timer. Go make a decision. And the last thing I'd suggest is just owning it. You've got the new information. You've prepared for the conversation. You know that it's causing some pain. So you need to own the decision that you're about to make. Be it good or bad. If you're going to give this person a second chance, if you're going to take some corrective measures, or you're going to have a punitive outcome, you have to own it. You don't need to say that your boss or your boss's boss is the one. Like, no, you need to stand on the policies. You need to stand on the principles of the relationship that you have with this colleague, and you need to own that outcome, be it good or bad, because it is not about your feelings. It is not about your emotions in this moment. You are in a position of leadership. The power dynamic is always already as such. There's nothing you need to do to try to ensure that this person likes you after the fact. If you've built rapport and respect along the way, they'll respect you for telling them the truth and taking care of the business, because ultimately you are being gracious with how you honor their presence as a human. But you got to own it. Don't worry about how they feel about you, because your job is to make sure the greater whole remains intact and is a vibrant community. So again, go get new information, set the timer, and own it. Okay, because that's what's going to allow the rest of the community to understand that, okay, we have a high standard here, and if something is going wrong, it is addressed. If you're a leader who doesn't address anything or lets things go for too long, that's when the silos start to occur and the workarounds, and then it's hard for people to get motivated and want to pull in the same direction. Okay, so leaders, decision makers, supervisors, this is the moment of the year where you got to make those kind of commitments to take care of your community. So hopefully, that's a helpful series of recommendations. Hopefully you don't feel like I've chastised you too much, but I think it's good to be able to have this kind of perspective, and I hope it's helpful for you on the way to school. Thanks for joining me on the way to school. Stay inspired, stay motivated, and keep making a difference. I'm Christopher S. Dennis. See you tomorrow.